Yo, what's up? Welcome to Wisteria episode 105. We out here. Let's just do one of these. The other one we're gonna eat. Hey, let's really quickly, I want to light up the tunnel and maybe repair that translocator, actually. We've got another translocator that we can repair and even go through. And I've got all these oil lamps. Are you gonna swarm or what? Come on. These are all empty. Hopefully I've done this correctly. Alright, let's not worry about it right now. What's up, Rest Easy? Normal sized insects? What do you mean? Should they be abnormally sized? Oh, Minecraft bees. Well, Minecraft bees are silly. Okay. This tunnel's all lit up now. Give or take. Pretty close. Now we can repair this and see where it goes. Okay. Let's make sure we don't get surprised by anybody. Ah! Ooh, new painting. My inventory's full though. Must be a long pit, deep pit somewhere, since we just heard something die. Okay. Thirsty. I'm gonna need that. It's 40 degrees down here. It's very hot, so it's making us thirsty. Oops. Ooh, limestone. It must be very deep. Oh no, I've been blocked in. Muddy gravel. Oh no, we're under the water. That's unfortunate. Our temporal stability is very low here. I can't even go up. It won't let me up because of the flow. I need to get out of here. This is bad news. Temporal stability is so dangerously low right now. We're gonna trigger a temporal storm, and it seems like that's inevitable at this point. Oh yeah, it's too late. It's happening. It's happening. I'm taking damage. I gotta get out of here. Stability is too low. Oh no. This cabin is in a low stability area? How did I not notice that? What the heck? Since when? Oh my god. Oh, this whole area is low stability. It's so absurd how often that happens, where you build someplace and it's low stability. I know I'm not the only person who experiences this in Vintage Story. It happens all the time. Way more often than you'd think. Ugh, why is it so low everywhere? Oh, there's wolves around here. I'm desperately looking for a high stability area. I wonder if there's a mod that makes it so that surface instability isn't a thing. Because it's kind of silly. It's just annoying. There is? Do you know what it's called? I don't want to get rid of instability entirely, I just don't want surface instability. Because it's like... it's not a fun mechanic, it's just annoying. As I'm sure you would agree, Skeins. I put together a preliminary mod list for my next run last night. This is a nice area. It's called stable surface. Let me get back to the cabin and then I'll look it up. I might just install it on here because it's obnoxious. It's not a fun feature of the game. And I'm of the mind, like, if a feature isn't fun, then it doesn't belong in the game. All right, let me look it up. The stable surface gets rid of surface temporally unstable regions. Uses Harmony to tweak the game code so it checks if the location is above sea level before deciding the stability level. No longer will you find a cool place above ground to build, only to find your little gear spinning down. This mod may not work with some mods that change world generation, like Plains and Valleys or Terra Preti, etc. I wonder if it affects... It probably doesn't affect existing worlds, hey? So I'm out of luck here. I doubt it probably only affects, like, newly generated areas. It looks like the way it does is it checks if the location is above. I don't know. I mean, we could try it. But it looks like it's when an area is generated, not when an area is loaded. So you installed it mid-playthrough, and did you notice certain areas became stable? Yes? Okay, we'll give it a shot. Let me, give me a sec. I'm gonna install it and then we'll restart everything. Okay, let me restart the server and client. And we'll see if we have an improvement. Fingers crossed. That's happened just in this world like at least 2 times now, maybe 3. I think only 2. But it's still, that's way too many just for one world. Stable surface. Appreciate that, Skunk Ape, helping me out. That's good. All right, moment of truth. See what happens. Doesn't seem to help at all. That's too bad. Didn't seem to make a difference. It's more stable underground than it is on the surface. What's up with that? That's so annoying. It's fully stable down here. Oh, now we're losing it. Yeah, that is very sad that my cabin is unstable. Oh, the only problem with having a stable surface mod is that I'll never be able to use the relative compass because it requires an unstable zone in order to craft, which sucks. So my compass mod kind of becomes useless. But I'd rather have stable surfaces than a compass. Oh well. In our next world, it'll be better. Hopefully. I don't think my world gen mods should affect it, unless Rivers does. Actually, hang on. I wonder if I even have Harmony installed. Do I have Harmony installed? I'm gonna have to check, because if I don't have Harmony installed, then it's not gonna work. Let me check and see if I have Harmony. I don't. I don't have Harmony installed. Well, it's definitely not going to work if I don't have Harmony. Okay, hold on. Where is Harmony? That is a mod, right? Am I losing my mind? Isn't Harmony a mod? Where is that? Isn't that like a library or something? Why can't I find it? I don't see it. Maybe it's not labeled Harmony. Okay, hang on. Is Harmony not a mod? I thought it was. I'm confused. Dazed and confused. Because it says... it uses Harmony to tweak the game's code. So isn't Harmony another mod or something? You don't have Harmony. What is Harmony then? I don't know what Harmony is. It's like, I don't know. Harmony, yeah, it's a library. So where do I find that? Is it built into the game? What I don't understand. I'm very confused. I'm not smart enough for this. It is a library, but it might be built into the game. If I type Harmony in, there's a Harmony logger, Harmony patch, stability setter. There is stability setter. So I could get this potentially and then just set the stability to whatever I want. I hate troubleshooting this live. I guess we'll just have to accept that we're screwed right now in terms of at least the cabin out there. I'll worry about it later. Later. Okay. That's a problem for future me, I guess. Okay. I got up a little too early, but it's okay. It's fine. All right, I've got more muddy gravel that I really don't need. Get out of here. I gotta empty all this out of my inventory. What am I looking for? That goes in there. Gears in here. I think this is a duplicate cylinder. I think we already have this one. Yep. Oh, we have 3 copies of Sunny Village now. Great. Got an extra spear here. Okay, I've got this painting. Where can we put this? It's a nice painting. I'd like to put it somewhere. Could put it here, I guess. Just put it there for now. How are we looking here? How does this work? I think I need to make a beeswax hive frame. Is that right? What's the trick with this? It's not clearly explained how this works. I don't know what a beeswax hive frame is for. We've also got empty hive frame. Okay, here, let's put an empty hive frame on here. And the beeswax hive frame. And we'll just see, if these swarm into them. So I need a brood comb. Maybe I need this beeswax hive frame in order to get a brood comb. I don't know. It's not really clear. I could check the mod page. Maybe it will explain better. Iframes are the core resource container of the system. They can hold beeswax, honeycomb, or brood comb, all of which can be harvested with a knife. Oh. What? Frames can be freely moved between brood boxes and apiaries, but removing a frame will reset its production progress. Okay. So brood boxes, like vanilla skeps, require nearby flowers and an existing bee colony, such as a wild hive skep or other populated brood box, to become viable. An empty hive frame must be inserted for bees to begin building brood comb. Once a frame becomes brooded, the brood box is considered populated. What? So they should just be swarming, right? Will they... It's so confusing. Where it's just not clear what I need to have in order for this to work. Well, this one has a beeswax hive frame now. So... I don't know. Okay, this one's working now. This beeswax hive frame is now working. Because these other ones are empty. They say nearby flowers 0. This one says nearby flowers 95. So it must be working. Oh, wait. Wait, what? This one says 95. This one says 95. This one says 95. This one says 94. This one says 0. I don't know. See, this one's empty. It's so confusing. I don't know why it's not working. Okay, we'll just give it some time, I guess, with the beeswax hive frame. And maybe it'll work, I don't know. But we've already given it a bunch of time. I don't know what the trick is. Hey, Outlander. Okay, I guess we can try going through that translocator again and then swimming to the top of the water. It'd be nice to bring a boat with us, though. What am I looking for here? There was something I was gonna... Oh, yeah, these. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I wish we had official rivers so that they wouldn't break every time I update the game. That would be nice. Can I pick up this boat? How do I do that? Okay, we are carrying a canoe. That's good. That's what I want. We're gonna take this canoe through that translocator. You know what I should do? Hang on, let me think about this. Trying to think, what can I take? I could do rammed earth. Okay, this is probably more than I need, but that's okay, that's fine. I don't know, nothing specifically comes to mind that's like, oh, I really need this in the game and it's not moddable. Is there anything you can think of? Most things can be made with mods. It's just a matter of, is there a skilled modder that has the time and desire to do this or that? Okay. Ugh. Let me down. Jeez Louise. Okay. All right, so what's the best way to do this? Okay. I think I know what the best way to do this is. Now I have to dig all the way back down. We had to get rid of all the water. And then we can put ladders in. There we go. Perfect. Now the question is, do we have enough ladders to get all the way up? I think we should. Oh, we had exactly enough ladders. Jeez. Okay. I'm stuck. Okay. There we go. Excellent. Where are we? I don't know. No idea, but it's 26 degrees, so maybe we're south. There's a bunch of land over there. Mountainous. There's a trader there. We got glaciers at the top of this. Hello. It's Shift, the treasure hunter trader. Shift, I don't have anything for you, and you don't have anything for me. I want to check this out over here. This looks like a cool place to build something. This would be a great island to build on, eh? Oh, man. Am I hitting something? Oh, it's because I'm turning too far. This would be an awesome place to build. All right, let's head back. Sun's going down. There's a cave right here. Right at sea level. Okay, where's my... Here it is. Gotta mark it somehow. I do wish I had some way of knowing where the translocators were taking me in relation to each other. This one's working. Wait. All three of these are working. They're brooded. And these are just the blank ones that I had. They didn't have... So I wasn't waiting long enough, I guess. Suddenly all three. What the heck? So what about this one, though? With the beehive. The beeswax. I wonder if them stinging me actually damages my armor. I don't think so. Maybe it does. It does. They're damaging my armor. My armor! Well... I don't know if I want to do anything through that translocator at this point. It's already almost wine season, though. We're always busy. We never have the time to go to Nadia. At some point, I have to just be like, regardless of whatever responsibilities I might have here, I have to go and do that if I'm ever going to do it. But at the same time, building the base over by Nadia is just kind of a frivolous thing that we don't really need to do either, so I don't know. We could consider going south again to maybe in the winter time we try and go south and see what we can discover to the south. I'm trying to remember how we even got there. Where was the translocator that takes us there? I've forgotten now. Oh yeah, it's over in the desert. Okay, so we go through the translocator down here and then the next one. And then we can travel south. The problem is we went south and we just ran into a big lake that was kind of blocking our progress. We'd have to go like southwest or southeast or something. We also have roads we still need to build. We got to build the road out to Fort Loon. That's not finished. It's got a long way to go yet. Need a lot more stone path. What do we got for stones right now? We can use this andesite. though it's still not very much. We could use the shale. We could use this conglomerate. Claystone. And we've got the peridotite. We could also use the peridotite. Okay. That's some road. A little bit. Well, we could go work on the road for a little bit until it's time to do wine. We got babies again. Generation 6 now. And my crate is out of grain. We gotta refill it. This is the last of our flax grain. It's okay, we do have other grains still. We're not short on grain. Okay, let's just grab what we got here. Scrambled eggs and smoked meat. And, make sure we've got wine. Put the armor back on. And we're gonna do some road building. I think I have some more road here somewhere. Didn't I? I thought I did. I'm sure I had some more road pieces somewhere. Oh, I bet it's in here. Here. Okay. Let's go. It's road time. We made it. Doopa doopy doopy doo. Doopa doopa doopy doopy doo. Yeah, there's a bunch of copper here. I should dig this out. Oh, yeah, we should do that. Maybe not right now, but soon. I feel like there was something I wanted copper for, and I can't remember what it was. There was a dark figure there. Was that a brown, black bear? We just went right past it. It wasn't moving. Alright, I'm all out. There's no more Elkton. No more roads. We gotta go back. We don't have to go all the way back, though. We can just go part of the way back. Do 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 do. Gravel. $19? Okay, cool. We've got more path. More to do. Do I have any fresh food in here? Got a lot of rotten food in here. Just the meat and grain remains. The vegetables have all gone bad. But we do have wine. That's nice. and a little bit of cheese. Guess I didn't bring any pickled vegetables here. Or maybe I did and they still went bad. What else we got here? All this stuff can go back home. Like these metal parts. And this saltpeter. And I guess this ilmenite can go back. And one piece of conglomerate stone can go in the storage there. Now what? There's a little bit of time left in the day, but we'll spend most of it riding there and back, so... What do I do in the meantime? That's shale stone. Look at all this cobblestone I have. Why do I have all this cobblestone anyway? I wasn't even using cobblestone in this build, so why do I have so much? What else can we do out here? Oops. Trace amounts. I'm out of ladders. Oh yeah, that's right. I used every single last one. Okay, well, this is a problem. It's right underneath this gravel, which means if I try and dig it out, it's all gonna collapse. Okay, let's head back. Sleep until morning. And then keep working on this road. Shale gravel. Don't have shale gravel. Ooh! My back is cracking. My cracking. My bowl. Hi, Sierra. How you doing? I'm doing all right. Just hanging out. Working on this dang road, and it feels like it's gonna take forever. Forever and ever. This is the road that goes to Fort Loon. We were working on it last fall. Yeah. I don't really need high fertility soil though. This road still isn't even halfway done. There's a new mod that I'm going to use in the next world that lets you make paths out of soil. It's just a soil path, cheap dirt path. For country roads like this that don't need a whole stone road system. precious? He wants the precious? I mean, I probably wouldn't do this if I wasn't streaming, you know? But if I'm streaming it, it's like, this is for posterity, you know? I gotta power through. I mean, the only hope for me now is that 122 comes out, so I'm saved by the bell. I can move on to the next version of the game and start a new world. And abandon my unfinished projects and say, it's not my fault. I had to start a new world in the new version. I'm not a cheater. It's fine. If I wasn't doing this, what would I be doing? I'm all out of stone. I can't make any more paths. Ugh. No, paths. Paths. Roads. Path blocks. Anyway, what do you think a volcanic eruption is? Vintage Story should have hurricanes in the tropics. But they'll never make any system in the game that, like, damages people's builds. So I don't know what it would do. Make the elk movement smoother. Oh, you mean like climbing up blocks and stuff? It is a little janky going up and down blocks. Well, up mostly. That's true. It's not laggy, but it is pretty janky. I got enough stone in here to do much. Got a little bit. Beat the elk? The poor elk. Elks are our friends. We don't beat our friends. Stuck on a block and couldn't move it and had to reload your game 2 times? What the heck? Where were you trying to drive the poor guy? You can usually get them unstuck with the flute. it sent you into a frenzy. Yeah, I've been there. I understand. Eh. Alpha male from one of the teenage girl fan fictions, huh? I can't say I'm very familiar with teenage girl fan fictions, personally. Hungry. No, I don't use TikTok, so I don't can't say I'm familiar. I've seen some like some cringe videos where it's like some guy is like imagining some scenario and then he like rages and turns into like a werewolf or something like that. I've seen that stuff, but I've not seen anything on TikTok because I don't use TikTok. It's like these the ones where they're like in high school and they oh man, this looks dangerous. How am I gonna get past here? I think I need to go. How am I gonna get around this weird spot? This is a highly dangerous area. This is not a safe place. What are these mushrooms? Oh, it's shiitake. It's just weird, like, it's these guys that in their minds, in their imaginations, they're alpha males, but in reality it's just like really cringe. Alright, I'm out of path blocks again. I'm gonna have to go around, like this way around, like build this up with like a retaining wall. Okay, and then if I put a fence here, it should be fine. I won't accidentally fall in. I gotta come back with more paths. I'm totally out. There's none left. progress is not bad, but it is just such a long way. I think letting teenagers have access to social media is such a bad idea because they do post these like cringe videos. Because we were all cringe when we were teenagers, you know? It's part of being a teenager. And then the problem is that the internet never forgets. And so when I was young, we didn't have social media, and so it was very hard to make your cringe a permanent fixture of your life like it is now. But now it's like, man, it's so easy to do something really dumb and cringe, and it'll be on the internet forever. You'll never get rid of it. Oh, it's so sad. You're still cringe, timid? Yeah, well, I mean, we're all still a little cringe. It's something we never fully grow out of, right? You always look back, like, you know, you look back 5 years and you're like, man, 5 years ago, I was an idiot. And then in 5 years in the future, you look back again and you're like, oh man, I was an idiot. And that's just a cycle that repeats until you die. You never stop being an idiot. It's all relative. But when you're young, you don't even notice. You don't realize because you've only done it once or twice. And then when you're like 40, you're like, dang, man. I can look back like 6 times at my life and be like, damn, I was such a cringe piece of garbage. You never posted anything cringe with your face except for family photos? Well, yeah, I mean, but I don't think family photos are cringe. Unless it's like one of those weird family photos where everyone's like posing in matching outfits and it's, yeah. Like the ones where the whole family is on like, they're like sitting like straddling on one big tree branch. And they're all just like, and they're all like right up against each other wearing matching outfits. It looks so funny. Okay, that's cringe. But that's not the kid's fault. That's the parents being cringe. You're on the wrong side, my guy. You come on this side. No, that's still wrong. You gotta come inside the fence. Come on. Oh, quick, they're coming. They're coming, dude. Get in here. Come on. He's never struggled this much getting in here. There's a baddie right out there, man. You gotta get in here. Why don't you come inside? I don't understand what's the problem. There you go, finally. Oops. Oh no, he came back through. Son of a bitch. Wait, he'll come back through again. Wait. maybe. Will he or won't he? Guess he won't. No, he has to be like, he has to be within a certain range for the flute to work. He can't be like just anywhere in the world. It's not magic, unfortunately. I don't know what a 2005 outfit is. You look like a rat? Okay, it's late. It's almost midnight. What the heck? Gotta sleep in my armor. You know what I wonder is if young people now, I know some do because I have a friend who does, but if they go through like usernames online, like toilet paper, yeah, like they go through like they change their username all the time. Because I remember when I was young, I had a bunch of different usernames. This was like the early days of the internet too. I wasn't always Load Claw. Sometimes I was other things. Does 2K... I don't know if the 2000s have a, like, a specific style. I don't remember it having one, but that doesn't mean it didn't. Because I was, like, 20 in 2005. In 2005, I was 20. So... I don't remember ever being, like, in that... like paying attention to that kind of thing because I wasn't in school. Where am I gonna put this conglomerate sand? This is all full here. I need to... I have so many different things here. I have granite cobblestone in here. That doesn't need to be in there. Cobble. Is this granite cobblestone? Granite cobblestone. Why can't I place this here? Oh. Oh, because these are, that's right. These are those silly chiseled cobblestone blocks I made. That's why. Oh, look, stone paths. Those can come out of there. Did was it in the mid 2000s when they had like those really really baggy jeans? Or was that the 90s? I don't remember. Was that when the Kardashians were big? Was that the mid 2000s? I wouldn't know. I hate the modern style where women look like space aliens. That's cringe. We gotta make some food. This is our last scrambled egg meal. The fashion industry is awful. I hate it. Am I the only one who has never liked Kanye's music? Is it just me? Am I the only one? Am I all alone in the world? I might be all alone in the world. I just don't like rap. But I also don't... I don't like rap, first of all, but I especially don't like Kanye's stuff because he would take a good song and then he would make it worse, right? Because he'd sample something, like he'd sample Daft Punk and then he would just make it worse. And that always irritated me. Like, I would be more impressed if it was more like, take a song that sucks and then make it good. Don't take a good song and make it worse. Yeah, I mean a lot of like mid 2000s, 2010s rappers were like that. they'd sample something famous that was pretty like well liked, and then they would just butcher the crap out of it. They just destroy it.
Like, I don't like rap, but if I had to listen to rap, I'd rather listen to like 90s rap.
If someone put a gun to my head and said, you have to listen to rap, the real struggle is having to decide, which do I dislike more? Country or rap? Because I hate them both. I'm too white for rap and not white enough for country. I'm stuck in between. Well, I live in Alberta, which is like, that's like the Texas of Canada. There's a lot of country here. There's a lot of country here. I guess I'm just gonna go like this. Country. All this rot. Don't let Tobias know that I'm making all this rot. I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case. Modern music is not good. It's not good. And I really don't think it's just because I'm old and jaded. I really think it's not good. That might partly be because I'm old and jaded, but I don't think that's the primary reason why I think it's awful. Okay. I want some lighter armor and some food. Let's make something fresh. Let's make something fresh. I'm kind of a weird case because I didn't really get into music at all until I was in my like mid-20s. I didn't have a taste in music until I was probably in my mid-20s. My taste in music when I was a teenager was like ultra cringe, but I was also really sheltered musically just because of my upbringing. So I didn't listen to like contemporary music really, or not like popular music. But I love 80s music. That was a good time for music. The 70s and 80s. And then the 90s had to go and ruin it all for everybody. My parents just listened to corny Christian music when I was growing up. Not to say that Christian music is inherently corny. There is good Christian music, but they didn't listen to the good stuff. They listened to the stuff that I was like, I still hate it to this day. There's some good bands in the 80s and 90s for Christian music, but my parents listened to the cringe stuff. And they still do to this day. In 1 month, this will be ready. I did. I should no. That they would hate. They can't watch South Park. No, they can't do that. My parents can't watch South Park. Don't even suggest it. My family basically hates everything that I like. That is to say, they're not like, oh, you shouldn't watch that, or you're bad for watching. Like they're not like that, but they don't like the things that I like. Nobody in my family likes the things that I like. So I live a very secluded life. least my sister is getting into board games because we play board games with a married couple that we're friends with, and she's learning how to play like modern board games that are a little more complicated than, you know, Trouble. She's getting pretty good. She's getting pretty good at rules-heavy board games. My parents basically only play card games. They'll play like Rummy, Contract Rummy. Which I hate. It's so boring. Freaking hate card games. We should go check on the hives. What is this conglomerate? Oh my goodness, look at all the ducks. We've gotta butcher some of these ducks. Do we have any Generation 6 females? Looks like no is the answer. Oh, we got one. We do have one. One is good. Okay. What's the best way to do this? There isn't really a best way. I just need to make sure I get all the Generation 5 males, and then make sure there actually is. I need to double check that there's a Generation 6 female. Yes, this one. Okay. Oops. Okay, I gotta get this female. Alright, so we have one Generation 6 female. That's good. We'll take these eggs. Get these mallard ducks up to generation 10 in no time. Eggs. Oh yeah, let's go look at the apiary we got. See how that's doing. I really should bring my smoker, but I should set up a little shed down here to put the smoker in and store some dry grass and a torch. Oh no, where'd that skep go? Did the skep get eaten up? These three are still... Can I not put a roof on these? Is that causing problems? Is that why these are empty and these ones aren't? Beeswax hive frame. Okay, and then I guess that will become a honeycomb hive frame eventually. Can you stop? You're damaging my armor. Stop! Stop it! Stop! No! No, I'm your friend! Yeah, there is this dummy over here. They're still after me. It's not a perfect solution. I just don't know why these three aren't getting any... Let's take the top off of this and see if it fills up. Maybe there's like a bug where if it's covered it doesn't work for some reason. Because these three are all brooded. Not brooding, it says. Why not brooding? Okay, let me get out of here. Oh, I still have an empty hive frame in my hands for some reason. I must have accidentally grabbed it. Here, there we go. Alright, let's kill like 1 or 2 more of these. What do we got left? There's 3 males. We don't need 3 males. They're all the same. We'll kill 1. Okay, oh, this is all jammed up again. Where's my knife? Didn't drop nothing. Nothing. The closest thing that I listened to that was like the closest to normal music that I listened to when I was a kid was Weird Al. And like, Weird Al is the only reason that I know all of the words to Bohemian Rhapsody. Why do I still have flax grain in my hands? These don't belong down here yet. Hang on. We have space for some of these down in the cellar, in the other cellar, and we're gonna need them for when the fruit trees ripen. And I guess we're also gonna need them for the vegetables. Maybe we bring them all down here. Putting them in the other cellar is not helpful. Yep. The urns. All right. We're all set. Ready for harvesting in a month. In 2 or 3 days, the berries will be ready for picking, and then we can make wine. Wow. And then a month later, we might start getting some fruit ripen. I gotta empty all this out of here. This is still all full up here. Where am I gonna put all this? I've got 26 liters of cranberry wine in here. It's still good for almost a year. Well, 100 days, so 10 months. I could just fill this back up with more of last season's cranberry wine, and maybe I should. Yeah, let's just do that. All the stuff in that ton can just be turned into brandy, basically. It's just a matter of spending the time to do it. Oh, my bucket that was down here is no longer down here. My kitchen bucket is also MIA. Oops, I made too many. Oh well, that's okay. Okay, cool. Why is this not working? Oh. Because my buckets are not cooperating, that's why. Okay, I need to sleep. It's late. Oh, this is red currant wine. That's not cranberry. Okay. All right. More brandy. Protein. What do I want to eat? I guess we'll eat the eggs. Not yet, though. Let it stay sealed as long as possible. All right. Well. Oh, dang. Are those done already? What the heck? What am I going to do with one piece of poultry? Dang, these crops are growing fast AF, man. What the heck? Why are they growing so fast? The carrots are almost done. The turnips are done. The turnips are all done. Dang. Even with the crops growing at half the speed, these turnips still friggin' sprout up like crazy. When did we plant them? May 1st, right? So 2 months it took? Yeah? Yeah, 2 months. If you're playing the default game settings, these guys will be done in 1 month. 1 month. From seed to vegetable. Turnips OP. The nips. The nips, they grow fast. Cool. Did I fertilize down here? Why is my potassium... No, why is it... It says it's gonna grow at 108%. For the phosphorus, not potassium. Now we could plant more turnips in here. We could just replant these. And they'd be done the end of August. Maybe. They might be a little slower because of they drain the nutrients out. Maybe I want to let the nutrients come back. We don't need a lot of turnips, right? Carrots will be done in another probably 4 days. I have a lot of turnip seeds. Okay, well, we're just like totally out of vegetables. This is why we gotta pickle them. If we hadn't pickled all these vegetables, we wouldn't have any vegetables left except for these onions. Poultry's just gonna go bad. Unless I cook it up over the fire, which I'm not gonna do, because it's not worth it. I'm ready to start a new world.
Where's 122? I'm ready.
We're just going through the motions here. I'm very interested to see what the procedural dungeons are like in 122, because that's going to be like an ongoing thing that you can experience then is like, oh, I've discovered a new dungeon, let's explore it and loot it and stuff. Like, it's something to do. Another good reason to explore the world, even in the end game. Maybe I should take a break from Vintage Story and play Valheim. Because all we have left to do here is just build stuff. But in single player, having more than one base, it's kind of more trouble than it's worth, really. There's no good reason for me to have a base at Nadia anymore. Because there's nothing there. If there was something more at Nadia, I think there needs to be more there that you can go and do on a regular basis. What am I looking for anyway? Oh yeah, I want to put the bone flute away. Oh, I gotta empty your sack here. You got all this junk in here, man. The heck? Why are you carrying all this stuff? Oops. I need a nap. I'm sleepy. Ilmenite. That's kind of cool, right? No, it's titanium. Titanium. Where am I keeping my titanium? Pretty sure I have some. Somewhere. Chromite. Gold and silver. Do I not have any? I thought I had titanium. Zinc. Limonite. Petalite. Magnetite. I guess I didn't. Well, I do now. Man, oh man, I'm gonna fall asleep in my chair. What do you guys think? Should I take a break from Vintage Story until 122 comes out and do a blind playthrough of Valheim? I've never played Valheim before. I've never even watched anyone play it. Around with this armor on all day. That's true. It would be nice to be fresh for 122. Oh, we got a dead one here. What am I looking for? I need a yellow apple cutting. This is the last. These two are the last ones, man. They just need to finish. Not brooding. Not brooding. Why are these three not brooding? I don't understand. But these three are brooded. Honeycomb, hive frame. Okay, we've got some honeycomb. How do we harvest this? How do we harvest this? I don't actually know how to harvest this. I don't know how to harvest this. Help. This mod really needs better documentation. We've got the honeycomb. How do I harvest it? I don't know what to do. I tried putting it on the ground and using a knife. Didn't work. Nothing happens when I try and use a knife on it, so I don't know, I didn't know what the trick is. It's not well documented, I gotta say. Let me see, okay. All of which can be harvested with a knife. That's what it says. Okay, so on the mod DB it says harvest with a knife. However, that doesn't seem to work. And I don't know why. Oh, I have to hold it. It just doesn't make any sound or animation, so I didn't realize. Okay. Ah! Ah! Bum 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 bum. Should I use this? Yes. And then, what else? Do I have any more, cheese? Oh, I have 2. Okay, let's do both cheese. Can you imagine if there was a class that had allergies? That's crazy. Ooh, that was a fun question mark block. Imagine having to play a character with a pollen allergy. Scrambled eggs. Well, it's Friday. I'll think about it. Maybe I'll do Valheim on Monday. the Valheim. Have you played Valheim, Timid? Are you a Valheim pro? I don't know if Valheim is on consoles, is it? I gotta play Valheim no map hardcore mode, right? Permadeath? Go in blind? Yeah. Not permadeath. Why not? That's how I played Vintage Story the first time. I've always played permadeath Vintage Story. I think I gotta. If I played Vintage Story permadeath, I gotta play Valheim permadeath. Yeah, it's first time. I've always played hardcore Vintage Story. I always start over when I die. This is the first time that I played with theoretically extra lives. But I haven't used any. After like 470 something hours. I'm so tired today. I'm tempted to end the stream early. I'm so exhausted. I'm dying here. I'm dying. I made my mod list for 122 last night, and I'm sure I'll add more because probably more mods will come up before 122 is stable. But let me see how big it is. Mod list. It is 91 mods. 91 mods. It's actually more than that because I also have my local mod like load tweaks. Yeah. I mean, we're at 70 something for this world. Oh, it's actually going to be more than 91 because I'm adding a mod that adds pewter and it does like candelabras and stuff like that. Then there's add-on mods for that. There's Electrum, Gold and Silver, and Brass. And each one is a different mod, so that's 3 more mods, so 94 mods. 95 with load tweaks. So at least 95 mods, probably more. We might break 3 digits. Cut back.
No, we can't cut back. What?
Why would we cut back? We can't cut back. I can see the sun and the moon. The only thing we haven't done here that I really would like to do is get the goats up to generation 10, but it's just so... Oh, that's another thing I need to look at is if I can mod animals so that they're fully tamed at 5 instead of 10, because it just seems like such a time sink for it to be generation 10. What's up, Clanker? I feel like 5 is good. 10 is too many. I've spent 6 years domesticating these freaking goats. 6 years. And we're still probably another year away from getting to generation 10. And then I also still want to add, like, stone doors and gates and stuff to... maybe even windows. I wonder if I can make stone variants of the windows from Kevin's Furniture. But I want, because I'm going to do a dwarf run in 122, I want some, like, stone doors. What kind of a dwarf has wooden doors? That's crazy, right? Wooden doors, please. What a nice base. It sure looks nice after 6 years. I should put the apiary over here. I feel like this would be a better spot for the apiary compared to where it is now. It wouldn't be hard to move, but I'm not going to worry about it today. Like the view from up here. It's nice. Oh, I'm so tired. I think I'm gonna end early today for the first time in 105 episodes. This is the first end early day because I'm exhausted. And I feel like I'm not doing anything. I'm just going through the motions, you know? I'm feeling kind of lost. But I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out. I will be back on Monday. I might be playing Valheim on Monday, but I will be back on Monday. Thanks so much for hanging out. Top 3 fans according to YouTube: Silent Spirit, Skunk Ape, and Rest Easy. Runner-up Sierra. Have a great weekend, guys. And I will see you again very soon. Take care.